यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री श्री राधा माधव की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 58, Krishna marries 5 princesses, verse number 4. So we can repeat after me. Yudhiṣṭhirasya bhīmasya kṛtvā pādābhivandanam phālgunaṁ parirabhyātha yamābhyām cābhivanditaḥ yudhiṣṭhirasya bhīmasya kṛtvā pādābhivandanam phālgunaṁ parirabhyātha yamābhyām cābhivanditaḥ yudhiṣṭhirasya bhīmasya kṛtvā pādābhivandanam phālgunaṁ parirabhyātha yamābhyām cābhivanditaḥ Yudhiṣṭhirasya bhīmasya Mataji. yudhiṣṭhirasya bhīmasya. Word to word meaning. Yudhiṣṭhirasya bhīmasya. To Yudhiṣṭhira and Bhīma. Kṛtvā, after offering. Pāda, at their feet. Abhivandanam, obeisances. Phālgunaṁ, Arjuna. Parirabhyā, firmly embracing. Atha, then. Yamābhyām, by the twin brothers Nakula and Sahadeva. Cha, and. Abhivanditaḥ, greeted respectfully. Translation and purport by the followers of Srila Purport. Translation. After the Lord bowed down at the feet of Yudhiṣṭhira and Bhīma and firmly embraced Arjuna, he accepted obeisances from the twin brothers Nakula and Sahadeva. Purport. Externally, Kṛṣṇa was the Pāṇḍavas' cousin, and their relationship was just like that between cousin brothers. Because Yudhiṣṭhira and Bhīma were externally senior to Kṛṣṇa, the Lord bowed down at their feet. Whereas he embraced his peer Arjuna and accepted obeisances from the younger brothers Nakula and Sahadeva. Sometimes inexperienced devotees think it is sinful to honor or bow down to an elder brother in Krishna consciousness. But from Lord Kṛṣṇa's example here, we may conclude that offering all respects to a senior brother in Krishna consciousness is not sinful. Om Ajnānatimirandasya Jnānanjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pāda Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shvemate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So once when Pāṇḍavas, they were traveling with Dronacharya in the forest, and there was a dog also giving them company. And they came across Eklavya. So we all know Eklavya was a great archer. And when the dog saw Eklavya, he started barking at him. And he was not stopping. He was continuously barking at him because Eklavya was dressed in animal skin. He was odd. So what Eklavya did, he shoot an arrow and he just sew the lips, the mouth of the dog. He was not able to bark anymore. When Arjuna saw that, he asked Dronacharya, I thought I was the greatest archer in the whole world, but this is something extraordinary which I have never seen. So Dronacharya asked this Eklavya that, who are you? Who is your guru that you are showing these skills? He said, oh, you are my Guru Maharaj. I'm your Guru Maharaj. I came previously when I was small to you, but I was not from the Kshatriya family. That's why I was not accepted. But I made a statue at my home and I was worshipping you every day, and I practiced my archery by worshipping you. And that's why I achieved perfection. Well, that's very nice, but where is Guru Dakshina? And Eklavya said, whatever you want, Guru Maharaj. He promised. And then Dronacharya said, cut off your thumb. Cut off your thumb. And after that, no more archery. Impossible. So someone can say like, this is in Mahabharata. Mahabharata is Veda, Shastra. Is this Shastric? Like he's a great archer, budding archer, and now he is treated like this. And he's a Brahmana, Dronacharya is a Brahmana. How can he do it like this? So we have to understand like, Kshatriya is not about archery, violence or muscles, which people think nowadays. They put their, in the back of their car and bike, Kshatriya or Rajputta and everything. Just show off. But these are of no use unless they are used for dharma. Unless they are used for the greater purpose. So, what Dronacharya did, Dronacharya was not cruel. What he saw that Eklavya was so powerful, if he is not guided properly, he will use these skills improperly. So that's why he cut off his thumb. Because if he doesn't use this for dharma, then he will destroy the whole world with these skills. And that's why he took off the hand. And that's dharma. And Eklavya also, when he was asked by Dronacharya, give your thumb, he never backed out. It's like we take initiation and we give our whole life to our guru, theoretically, and then he says, okay, go here. Oh, Guru Maharaj, seriously, I have so many situations, can you understand, and this and that. We back out. We said we surrendered, then we back out. But Vedic culture is not about that. Vedic culture is all about dharma. It's all about etiquettes. And this is what we are saying here in this verse, cultural etiquettes, to bow down before your seniors. So when we say bowing down, it means you are taking a subordinate position, you are taking a lower position. Once Garga Muni, who just recently joined the movement, and the culture was that everybody was offering obeisances to Swamiji, to Srila Prabhupada. And Garga Muni shared his heart that, Prabhupada, everybody is offering you obeisances, but I don't feel like really to offer obeisances. And Prabhupada said, you keep doing it, you will start feeling it. You keep offering obeisances, you will slowly start feeling to offer obeisances. Once a guest, he came to meet Srila Prabhupada, and he also saw the same thing, bowing down in front of Srila Prabhupada, bowing down in front of the deities. He said, I don't like this. What I want, I should not bow down to anyone, and no one should bow down to me. This is what I want. This is what I think, this is spiritual life. And then Prabhupada answered him perfectly. But you are saying that you won't bow down to anyone, but you are bowing down to everyone. You are bowing down to your old age. You are bowing down to your disease. You will bow down to your death also. Just like recently I got sick and stomach problem, and then you have to go to bathroom. Whenever it calls, you have to force yourself, even if you don't want to. So you are forced to bow down. But the disease is that we don't accept our position, that we are literally bowing every day. So the question is, whom to bow down? That we will bow down and we will be happy. And Srila Prabhupada says, that is Krishna. If you bow down to Krishna and his representative, you will be happy. And Prabhupada gives the analogy of a small child. Just like a small child, 24 hours, he is bowing down to his parents. Parents says, beta, come here, beta, do this. He just, okay, yes, yes. He takes a subordinate position. He never complains. And that's why he is happy. Just like a child bows down to his parents, similarly Krishna did that when he was a child. Mother Kunti, in her prayers to Lord Kṛṣṇa when he was leaving, she said that it's astonishing that everybody is bowing down to you, but when Mother Yashoda brought the rope to tie you, you started bowing down to her like this. Please forgive me, please, like this. So even Krishna is bowing down. So Krishna is Adi Purusham, the oldest, the enjoyer, and he is bowing down. But someone can say, oh, he's a child, that's why he's bowing down. But now we see he's going down here also, to Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj and Bhīma. And when even Bhishma Dev was leaving his body, all others were bowing down to Bhishma Dev, and even Krishna accepted himself as younger, he bowed down to Bhishma Dev. So Srila Prabhupada says that the Lord, although conscious of his supreme position, always behaved according to human customs. He never said, Baba, who are you? I'm Sarva Karana Karanam. He never said like that. He presented himself, he maintained himself so that others can follow. Others can learn. He never rejected anything. And Prabhupada also says that the Lord takes pleasure when some of his devotees accept him as less important in terms of love. When they treat him like subordinate. Oh, just like when these gopis, they meet Krishna and they make Krishna dance. You want butter? Okay, nach. Okay, dance now. Dance. And Krishna dances and then he gets butter. Who can do that? But Krishna is doing that, even though he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So these devotees, they are not ordinary. Srila Prabhupada says that only devotees can play the part of his relatives, nobody else. So all these Pāṇḍavas and everyone around him, they are not ordinary personalities. And these all pastimes are all transcendental. And the impersonalist cannot enter into the supernatural roles. Srila Prabhupada used this statement. Supernatural. These roles played by these devotees are supernatural. You cannot understand them. They are chastising, they are playing, they are climbing on the shoulder of Krishna. It's difficult to understand either. This is God. Just like Krishna used to go and steal butter from the house of the gopis. And sometimes when he don't get butter, he used to pinch the small children. They cry. Sometimes he used to open the small calf and they eat and they drink all the milk. And if he's not satisfied with that, he used to pass urine and stool at their home. Like if other religion hear that, God passing urine and stool, this is God? But why can't this be God? Why we are limiting God? That's why the impersonalists, they are limiting God. Oh, God is impersonal. He cannot be beyond that. And he can never perform such activities. Because they never accept personality. That's why they never accept emotion. That's why they never accept these transcendental pastimes. And that's the reason. And Srila Prabhupada quotes this verse, Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwan iti shabdyate. That the topmost feature of the absolute truth is a person. It's not some all-pervading present in everyone's heart. No, it's a person. And when there is a person, he has got feelings also. As we have got feelings, the Lord has also got feelings. And Prabhupada says that if you study your personality and your friend's personality, you can get a rough idea about the personality of the Lord. Because Mambai Vamsho Jivoloki, we are his son. For our personality, we are depending on him. So everything that we have is coming from him only actually. But the proportion which is difference is in the quantity. Just like the drop in the ocean is an ocean but very minute, very insignificant. This is our position. We are having the same quality like the Lord but very minute. Or we can say 78% only of the Lord's qualities. And that's why there is personalities, that's why there is difference of opinions also in the past times. Like Subhadra was sister of Baldev and Krishna. Balram wanted to marry Subhadra to Duryodhana. Krishna wanted Subhadra married to Arjuna. Difference of opinion. Like supreme personality, both are supreme personality, but difference of opinion. What Krishna did? He arranged the kidnapping of his own sister. And how he did that? He told Arjuna, you come as a sannyasi, dhongi sannyasi. Because if you come as a real person, they will recognize you and then something will happen. You come as a sannyasi, you win heart of my sister and you kidnap her. So, and Srila Prabhupada also says that, like Arjuna is dressed in a sannyasi and he's doing that, and he's saying to his sannyasi, you don't do like this. Arjuna can do that because Krishna instructed them. But you people don't do like this. Because Krishna can do that like that. So, impersonalists, they can never understand that because they never take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Or we can say, they never take shelter of devotional service of the Lord. Because when we do devotional service, there is automatically devotion in our activities. And devotion means there should be a personality where we offer our devotion. If there is no personality, what's the point of devotion? What's the point of bhav? So these impersonalists, they think like they are liberated, vimukta manina, they think they are liberated. But anadrata, they don't take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. That's why they fall back. They fall down. So not only impersonalists, they cannot understand, even people who are intoxicated, madha, by high education, beauty, aristocracy, education, even they cannot understand that. Kunti Maharani is saying, like, e dhamana madaha naivar arhati abhidhatum. Those who are intoxicated by these four things, they can never feelingly call the Lord. They can never feelingly address the Lord. They will never have feelings. Because you are intoxicated by these four things. And that's why people, they think they can make their own arrangement. Prabhupada was saying that these communists, they make a propaganda. They say to these poor people, you are going to church? Okay, you go to church and go to your God and ask him, please give my daily bread. You just go there and ask this. So these followers, they go there inside and they come out, and these communist people, they are standing here. Okay, you went inside. Did you get any bread? You prayed inside. Please give me my bread. Did he give you any bread? Oh, no, nothing. Now see, we are giving you bread. And they took all the bread from the truck and they offered. So who is better? This communist leader is saying, the God or we? Oh, communist leader, you are great. And Srila Prabhupada says, these people are ignorant, they are Shudras, but if there is a Brahman, he will ask, oh, you rascal, from where you got all this bread? From where you got all these ingredients? Did you manufacture yourself? You just use the ingredients and you manufacture bread. But where did you got from wheat? From land. Whose land does it belong to? From where the rainfall falls? Everything is provided by God. But still you take credit. Madha, intoxicated. So when we are intoxicated, it's difficult to understand the supremacy of the Lord. And unless we understand the supreme position of the Lord, how can we take the subordinate position? So, devotees, they are not ordinary. Here we are seeing the dealings with the Pāṇḍavas. So it's mentioned once that when Pāṇḍavas and Kṛṣṇa, they met after many long time during the sacrifice ceremony, something was happening. They were looking for each other. Kṛṣṇa was looking for Pāṇḍavas and Pāṇḍavas were looking for Kṛṣṇa. And in the whole crowd, they were just searching, where is Kṛṣṇa, where is Kṛṣṇa? And when they saw each other, their eyes were filled with tears. And they were filled with ecstasy. And it said that sometimes love for Kṛṣṇa places obstacles in the way of meeting Kṛṣṇa. They saw Kṛṣṇa, the Pāṇḍavas, emotions, and they fell into ecstasy and they were stunned. They didn't took any step ahead to embrace Kṛṣṇa. They got stunned. Sometimes the emotions also take over the meeting with Kṛṣṇa. So Pāṇḍavas, if we analyze the life of Pāṇḍavas, it was not so comfortable, right? When they were small, their father passed away. Imagine we are small and our father passing away. How it will be? Will it be nice? No. Then they are put into the shelter of the elder brother Yudhiṣṭhira, and their whole family wants to kill them. They have the right on the throne, but still they are not given. Okay, no problem. But they are even trying to kill them. Imagine your own brother in your own home or house wants to kill you. You don't know how you will react next day. Kab kahan se, like, how will you live every day? How will you exist every day? Is it so easy? Second issue in their life. And then somehow that they left, they came this fire, they somehow saved themselves, and they created their own kingdom. Kauravas couldn't handle that. They went there, they challenged them, okay, gambling, come. And they lost everything. They lost their kingdom, they lost their soldiers, they lost even themselves. And then in the whole assembly, their wife was insulted. Is it so nice? Is it one person insults your wife, you feel so bad. The whole assembly, your wife is getting insulted, disrobed of her clothes. Not so nice. Pāṇḍavas went through that also. And then they were sent to Vanvas. Okay, go in the forest. And 1 year Agyatwas. You have to hide yourself. And then they took superficial identity. Arjuna became a dance teacher. The greatest warrior, the greatest archer has become a dance teacher for a girl. And he became a girl also like that, something like that. We see in the serial. Bhīma, the voracious eater, he became halwai. So never comfortable, but they accepted that. And then they came back and they said, we are kings, how can we survive? Please give us at least 5 villages to rule. This is how we can maintain ourselves. Duryodhana said, oh, I won't give you the land of the size of the needle, the point of the needle. I won't even spare you that much land. And then Mahabharata was fought. And then they won. And Krishna settled them. And when Krishna was leaving them, then they became anxious. The whole time they were not so much anxious. When Krishna left them, settling them, they become anxious. And that's why Kunti Maharani is praying. Now you are settling us. There are so many enemies around. And now you will leave us. So it's better you don't leave us. You give problems in our life more and more. Because when there are problems, we will remember you. And we are sure that when we remember you, you will be always there for us. So this is better. Not that you settle us. So somehow Pāṇḍavas were settled, and after immediately Krishna left this world. And what they did? Oh, Krishna gave this to us. We will enjoy. Puri life, हमने इसके लिए तो किया है संघर्ष. We struggle so much for this kingdom. How can we live this? No. They also left immediately. Why they left immediately? Because in their whole life, the whole focus was on Lord Kṛṣṇa. Not on the kingdom, not on the revenge. The whole focus was on Lord Kṛṣṇa. When Krishna left, they also immediately left. They were not interested in enjoying the kingdom. Not at all. For us, sometimes it's difficult to give up a chair. Oh, this is my favorite chair. How can I give up? And they gave up the whole kingdom. And this is not a small kingdom, state or something like that. This is whole world. So much power, so much influence, so much aristocracy, so much comfort. They just gave up and went to Himalaya and left their body. So those who are like Vishe Chhadiya Se Rasa Majiya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari, those who has given up this tendency to enjoy Vishaya, only these people can really take shelter of devotional service. Nobody else. And what is Vishaya? Vishaya means those who are very much engrossed in enjoying eating, sleeping, mating and defending. And this is what we are trained to, right? From birth, or like when we grow up, we are asked, what will you become? I will become a doctor, I will become a pilot. Nobody says that please become a devotee. And you said, okay, you become engineer, you will earn a lot of money, and then you enjoy in good home, good car, and that's it. It's all about better eating, sleeping, mating and defending. Nothing else. So you are indoctrinated in such a bad way that you never think about that. So we are very lucky that we somehow or other got a little understanding that this is not of so much use, and we gave it up at initial level at least. But now we have to really give up in a subtle level also. How? We have to give up this tendency to create followers, this tendency to create worshippers, this tendency to always work for profit, because this can also be present in devotional service also. Oh, such a nice kirtaniya, wow, Prabhu, your voice. Krishna is hearing you. Prabhu, your class, scholar, very nice class. Yeah, I'm a follower, yeah, give some likes on my YouTube channel. Because this tendency also can disturb our focus on Krishna. And if you don't have focus on Krishna, we can never give up this Vishaya. Because we have to focus somewhere. Either we focus on serving or we focus on enjoying independently. So if we focus on serving Krishna, then we can only save ourselves from the distraction to serve the senses. Because the mind is trained from birth after birth to enjoy the senses. Automatically, you look this way, the mind knows somebody is walking on this direction. Grossly, you're not looking at that direction, but still it knows somebody is passing. The mind is so powerful, so contaminated. So that's why we have to maintain our focus in serving Krishna. If we don't, then we struggle. So that's why Srila Prabhupada gave us a very, pakka schedule, so that our focus remains. So when we are new bhakta, we are nicely secured. Why? Because we are under someone. He protects us, he tells us what we have to do. Once we get white or saffron or like something, after initiation, we say, I am my own boss. Prabhu, I am coming for Mangal Arti. I am coming for Guru Puja. Prasad to le liya maine, aur kya karna hai? Then our focus goes on enjoying. And then we don't get taste for getting up. Then chanting is like, kab khatam hoga? It's so heavy. It's so heavy. Why? Because the focus is not retained. To retain your focus, you need to take a subordinate position. You need that subordinate position. And because if you think you are the master, why would you listen to anyone? Why would you listen to Srila Prabhupada? I am master, I know everything. I have read Bhagavad Gita, I am a Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vedantis, I am everything. No. So take a subordinate position is always safe, because Maya won't touch you. So, just I want to focus on this particular point. Just like the Pāṇḍavas, they struggled throughout their life. Parishit Maharaj also, his life was not so easy. When he was born, his father was not there. His father just died. He was born after his father passed away. So this is not easy. Like some people make movies out of this. Oh, Pitaji guzar gaya, kaise guzra jano, kaun the wo dusht log, Pitaji ko maar diya. Like they make a movie out of this. Parishit Maharaj was in such a situation. But he got some glimpse of the Lord within his heart. When he was within the womb, he saw Lord Kṛṣṇa protecting him. And throughout his life, when he came out, he was searching for this personality. Where is this personality which gave me darshan when I was in the womb? He was always looking for him. So the association of him with the Lord was like a thunderlight, a thunderbolt. Once during Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day, Guru Kripa Prabhu was giving his offering. And he said that Srila Prabhupada was just like a thunderbolt. He came like a flash, and he made such a powerful impact on us, our lives, and then he just left. So we felt like it was just like a thunder flash. He came, very heavy impact, and then he left. So even a disciple, when his spiritual master leaves, he feels like that. Kafi nahi tha association, aur chahiye. He hankers for that. He looks for that. So how to maintain that connection? When my spiritual master, His Holiness Kadam Kanan Swami Maharaj, he was writing his will, and he was also discussing who should get what. Okay, this should get to this person, this person. And in that room, his sannyasi disciple, His Holiness Swami Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj was also there. And Kadam Kanan Maharaj said to Keshav Maharaj, yeah, they all will get something, but you won't get anything. I'm not leaving anything for you. For you, there is only one thing, services. Only one thing I'm giving you, services. So if we take that service as our life and soul, then the connection will always be there. So this is how Parishit Maharaj maintained his connection with Krishna. Even though he was not present Krishna, because Krishna already left. He maintained a connection to devotional service. So when spiritual master passes away, it's not easy. Obviously, it's not easy, because when you are in issue, you can message him, you can call him, you can mail him, or at least you can go to him on a yatra. Now what? Now what? So how to do that? He has given so many instructions. And really that's blessing, right? We pray, Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya. Spiritual master gives you instruction, guidance. So Srila Prabhupada has given us so much guidance. Our Guru Maharaj has given us so much guidance. Vaishnavas are giving us so much instruction. So we are literally blessed in all way. Because we have so many instructions to follow, so many things to take care of. So how can we ever feel alone? Srila Prabhupada mentions in his introduction in Bhagavatam that the follower always stays with his guru in the form of instructions. By following instruction, we can maintain that connection. And after the spiritual master passes away, then you have to become more responsible to make that connection more stronger. Now you have to become the personality which your spiritual master wants you to become. He has given everything. We have seen, like His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he left the will where he mentioned what he wants from his disciple. No confusion. Nobody can create any speculation. Clear cut what he wants. Clear cut. Stay dedicated to ISKCON. So all these sincere followers of Srila Prabhupada, when they left their body also, they were sincerely serving by making sure everything is taken care of. So we also have to help them by following their instructions. And if we follow that instructions, then we can save ourselves, and really we can contribute something for the movement. Because we are getting so many things. We got initiation, we got shelter, we got facilities, we have got this knowledge. Now we have to give something back to the movement. And what we can do? By rendering some service for the movement. Take up some responsibility for the movement. Something. Because if you take responsibility more than yourself, like, okay, you can take care of yourself, but take responsibility for the temple, for this devotee, preach him, make sure he comes to the temple, and so many things. Then you automatically pushes yourself also. Like if you want a new bhakta to come for Mangal Arati, you have to push yourself to come for Mangal Arati. So if you take responsibility of that person, you automatically push yourself. So that's why we have to really, really, really keep ourselves engaged in service. If there is no service, then we have to ring some alarm. Oh Baba, khatra, 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 khatra. Because by design we are meant to serve. Serve Maya through these senses, or serve Krishna through these senses. So that's why we should look for services. If we don't have, then we should ask the authority in the temple, please give me some service. And there's nothing called big or small. Like when we all came new to Krishna consciousness, just like I remember, the first service that I did was brooming the temple. And after 8-9 years, you think, brooming for me? Give me some project, Baba. You cannot think like that. Service is always there. People are less. Service is always there. If you don't have anything, go do some distribution, okay, do some cleaning. Something is always there. So if you look for it, you will get it. If you don't look for it, why would you get it? If you are frustrated and you will look, who is making some mistakes? This is what we see. So that's why everything is there. What is lacking? Only Krishna consciousness. And that can be only maintained when we follow instructions of our seniors. And we will follow instructions of our senior when we take a subordinate position. That's it. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So any questions, any comments? That will be nice.
Everyone is like to do some type of service.
Some type of service.
Yeah, so everyone is engaged in some type of service. So whatever authority gives us, we follow the instruction and do it. But sometimes we neglect the things. We see that whatever I am doing, that is best. So can you say something on that?
Yeah. The master tells you to do something, that's why we call others Prabhu. Prabhu means his master. The master tells you, okay, you do this like this. So he has given you everything. You do this like this. What else is there to speculate? What else you can do it quickly. That's it. There's nothing to speculate. He has already clearly mentioned you do this like this. But what's the issue? We don't hear properly. Because when someone speaks, our mind is already speaking. I know what you're speaking. We speculate a lot. So that's why we have to hear properly what the person wants. Because we have to satisfy the person, not to satisfy yourself. Or you did, oh, Prabhu, see, I did so wonderfully. But he is not satisfied. Just like if someone tells you, okay, make a pit, 6 by 6, 6 feet. And then you become over smart. Oh, 6 क्यों? 10 जाते हैं. ज़्यादा गड्ढा ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा. So not. He has given you clear instruction. You just follow it. That's it. And sometimes instructions are tough also. Like you said, type of services, right? Some type might not be suitable to your so-called psychophysical nature. Some type are like, you are perfect in that. So service is given to you to the Vaishnavas by Krishna. Krishna gives you that service because you are chanting Hare Krishna, you are calling for services, and Krishna is sending you services. So you have to accept that, and you have to give your best. Result is not up to you. You do your best, you try to satisfy the authority, and that's it. And even if you do it nicely, as per your understanding, the authority might not please you, might be pleased. He might not do, oh, shabash. He might not say anything. That doesn't mean that your service is incomplete. You did your part necessary. Ultimately, you are trying to satisfy Krishna. You're not trying to impress anybody else. You're just trying to satisfy Krishna. So that's why we do service with etiquettes and with proper mood, and then we satisfy Krishna, and then we get more taste to chant Hare Krishna. That's the whole thing. Because we want Krishna Prem. And how will we get Krishna Prem? When we chant Hare Krishna. And how will we get inspiration to chant Hare Krishna? When we do service in proper mood. So all are interlinked. So we hear properly and we do properly. And if you don't understand, ask it. ज़्यादा से क्या होगा? चिल्लाएंगे, समझ में नहीं आता. हाँ, समझ में नहीं आता, यही प्रॉब्लम है हमारा, समझ में नहीं आता. That's why we are in this world. समझ में नहीं आता. So please say it again. So no problem. So that's okay. You can do like that. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. You can say it. We are unlucky enough.
There is a huge gap when we come to the devotional service and then we get our spiritual master. And till then we are guided by some of our counselors. And at that time, somewhere we can clearly sense some of the point by our counselor contradict some of the deep values we are aspiring for. And most of the instances, it is like counselor and guide not trying to understand and research about the deep situation we are planning to.
Right.
We all might be targeting the same goal, but the thing can be done by understanding properly, and thing can be done just not understanding, doing the things. At that time, we don't get the connection, and there is a huge dilemma. So what is the solution for that, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So counselor is the problem, right?
Yeah, not problem, but sometimes we aspire from some Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. So, please sit.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
We are using the word counselor. This is a modern word nowadays. Like, first, he is a Vaishnava. He is a representative of the Lord. He's not an ordinary personality. That we have to understand. He is taking a position to counsel you, to guide you for your benefit. Just like there are so many spiritual masters in the moment, but we take initiation from one particular spiritual master because we are inspired by his mood, by something which really motivates us. Because ultimately we have to surrender to Krishna, and whatever inspires us is helping. Okay. Similarly, if a Vaishnava, you can call a counselor or whatever, if it doesn't inspire you to surrender to Krishna, then there are so many other Vaishnavas. He's never a stumbling block. Right now, you might see like that because there can be many reasons, just like your desires are not getting fulfilled because you have your own plan. So you have your own plan, your counselor has his own plan, and Krishna has his own plan. So we have to accept Krishna's plan. And nothing happens without sanction of Krishna. So whatever happens in our life is ultimately sanctioned by Krishna. So we have to see that why this is happening. And we have to take guidance for that. So if you're not able to understand, you go to someone else without having any bad feelings with that person. Because ultimately he's a devotee. He has his own mood also. So there is no contradiction. There might be lack of understanding or lack of communication. So no harsh feeling. There's so many things. And ultimately, whatever we are speaking from Srila Prabhupada books. So if that person is not speaking from this, then there is an issue. And the second thing, like, we are also new, and we will be always new. So there might be lack of understanding also. So we can never judge a situation by our own perspective. That's why there is conflict between two persons, we take a third person and ask their guidance. Please help us. And always maintain a proper relationship and continue your service. Because what happens when we are immature or very new, our mind wants an excuse to not to come to temple because this guy is here. He just wants an excuse. Oh, he's here. Kaise jaun? He's here. Man nahi kar raha. So that's why we avoid this situation. Nobody feeling. Always have a friendly relationship with everyone. Okay, he might have done bad, but Krishna sanctioned it. So if you want to blame Krishna, not him. It was just the media. Just like Dharma was asked, Kali was beating the legs of Dharma, the bull. Who did this? Dharma said, I don't know. I don't know. The culprit is standing there, Kali. But Dharma said, I don't know. This might be the higher authority. That we have to see. So by that understanding, we can survive. And it's always good to have shelter. Because if we take shelter of our mind, we'll go away from temple, we will go away from devotees, we will go away from devotional service, and then we are very in a precarious situation. Back to the start. Just like, I still remember this pastime very nicely. Gaurang Prabhu mentioned in his class that once when he joined the temple, one devotee from a village, he also joined. And both of them were given the service of rolling chapatis in the kitchen. New bhaktas, so they gave a lot of services. So this guy from the village, he was a great Bhagavatam speaker. And then he said to Gaurang Prabhu, you know, when I used to come to give class, the whole village used to stand for me. And now these people, they don't recognize my value. They're making me chapati meal. Huh? Like, what is this? Making me roll chapatis? Gaurang Prabhu said, Baba, I'm not the authority. I'm also like you. I'm milling chapatis. You tell to some authority. And then he was complaining every day, every other day. After a few days, he left. But after many years, he met Gaurang Prabhu. And he met and he said, Prabhuji, how are you? So I left the temple. I went back to my village. I got married. And after 1 year, my wife got back problem. And from every day, I am rolling chapatis. So back to the start. So when you are performing devotional service, everything becomes auspicious. Auspicious means you're not so much influenced by the influence of your karma, the three modes of nature. Ye mam prapadante maya mitam tarandite. So devotional service means you take shelter of Krishna. So if you are focused, if you are absorbed, then you are safe from your karma and so many things. And whatever happens in our life is for our good. That's it. No complaint. Acceptance is the best policy. We fight, that's why we struggle. We challenge, that's why we struggle. Acceptance, okay. ठीक है, no problem. Because nobody can take your chanting. Nobody can say don't chant. Nobody can take your services also because people need someone to do services. So there is nothing to complain for. Little inconvenience, okay, here and there, that's okay. So no problem. Maintain relationship because ultimately this relationship will help you. This mercy that we gather by having proper relationship with devotees will help you. Because what's our sadhana? What's the level of our sadhana? We can ask ourselves. So we can be Kripa Siddha by gathering Kripa from all the Vaishnavas. Because each one of us has done something special by doing service to Krishna. And when we win their heart, they give their blessings also. Iska dhyan rakhna. Isko achhe se. And by that we are protected. And by that we can be taken back to Godhead. Not by our own endeavor. Krishna says, Paurusham Rishu, I give you the ability. So what is there, our own endeavor? Just to keep a proper mood, that's the only endeavor we should keep. Proper mood. Okay? Thank you. Yeah. Anything else? So thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hare Krishna.